So good morning, everyone. Wow, how was the night? Hope you had a very wonderful night rest, and I thank God for your life that you are alive today. So shortly before anything today, just want to encourage you about trusting God and how can we prove that you are trusting God. You see, the definition for trusting God, for your trust in God is your ability to see God's strength in your weakness. Is the ability to see God's provision where you are in lack. It's the ability to be able to stand on your feet and say, the Lord shall provide all my needs according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus. It's the ability to see yourself above diseases. That is, it's the ability to see God's strength, God's health in your sickness. Trusting God is not you complaining, like the word I shared the other time, that worry is not a language of faith. And when it comes to trusting God, it's the ability to see God at the center of everything you're passing through. We are in the age where many people don't know God to be your Ebenezer, the God that is your help. No, we want to find help from somewhere else. We want to find help from some people that you were thinking that people can really offer the help. Before you can even think of God, you'll have 10,000s of people in your mind that are going to help you. Even when you are in need, you don't put God first. You have been thinking about your brothers, your sisters, your people you know that can help you before trusting God. Let me tell you something today. Even if you want to reach out to people to help you, trust God in their life for helping you. Jesus Christ filled 5,000 people with bread and fish. So if God can provide for 5,000 people at the spot, then all my needs will be met in Christ Jesus. The only thing I just have to do is just to trust him for everything, that he will do it. You think you're down, you think the world has forgotten you, you think you're lost. Why don't you try trusting God for everything? You think life ain't got better, you think things won't work for you. Why don't you try trusting God for everything? Because it is in the trust that you have in God that your faith is established. And I don't know how a man will tell me that he has faith in God without him trusting God. That this faith and trust, they work together. You trust God and you have faith in him. So let me urge you this morning that you're gonna trust God with everything you have. Then you see God helping you in everything you're passing through. Place God first. Place the trust of God first, and you see God working things out for you even when you are not aware. Remember, every man that trusts God, God has never put them to shame. I'm a living testimony. So if you're not trusting God enough, I think it's high time for you to just put everything in God's hand and trust him for everything. And God bless you. I remain Oluwatobiloba Emmanuel, and I remind you about trusting God as an important thing in the life of a Christian. Brothers and sisters, trust God with everything you have, even with your business. Because the only proof that you're trusting God is when calamity comes, is when you are weak, is when you are down. Because that time you really prove that you trust God, when you see God as your strength in your weakness, when you see God as your provision, as your provider, and when you need things.